And as you already can see, we got us a plus one in the building. I'm kind of waiting on the homie to get here. Been watching him from afar, checking out his work. Proud to know he from here, right here in the city, representing us really well. So without further ado, let's get up for Young E-Class.
Young
in the
E-Class in the building.
Yep. Hey, a lot of hype about this young man. A lot of people talking about you. A lot of hype, man. My man CJ been bragging about you. He put me up on you, and I was already following you. I didn't know. And so when I started, I said, oh, yeah, I'm already on Brody. So welcome to the party.
Welcome.
Appreciate you. Glad to have you aboard, man. So we're going to get right into it, man. I've been watching your interviews and checking you out. And so, Mobbish.
Yeah.
The name Mobbish. That's what y'all rocking with. How you get the name Mobbish?
All right, they basically, man, my stage name Young E-Class, but Mobbish is the, is the calling, is the group, is our Wu-Tang Clan.
Gang.
Okay.
And basically it came from when I was incarcerated. I was looking through history trying to figure out why black people so infatuated with like mafia history.
And we are.
And I found out, so I was like, yeah, we gotta get on some Mobbish so we could be on our own, cause it stands for motivation of black intelligence, sound, and harmony.
That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted you to tell these people that because I wouldn't have known that until I heard you say that.
Can you say it one more time for those that's slow in the back?
Yeah, it stands for motivation of black intelligence, sound, and harmony.
Love it.
And so let's talk about the incarceration. We're gonna get on that quickly and jump off of it. You got incarcerated at a young age.
Yeah, I
right?
was 15.
15 years old, facing a lot of time.
Yeah, life, no parole.
No parole. Didn't bend, didn't fold.
At all.
Young.
I didn't even think about it, yeah.
See, so that's a different cloth. Like, what I'm trying to say is, we're not talking about the crime. We're talking about the effect of it all and how it affects us as people and how a lot of people won't stand up for their situation.
Facts.
Old, young, whatever the case is, especially today. So you're a rare breed. That's what I respected about you when I first, was checking you out.
Yeah.
Secondly, what I love about your situation is the transition, right? Your transition is crazy. So let's talk about how did you go from being in prison, facing a lot of time, and now right here free on
Facing
Spotlight
life
of the
with
City.
no parole,
We talking
too.
life with no parole at
Yeah.
15. So let's tell the people a little bit about that and how you transition from that.
Man, basically it was going in young, you gonna be reckless. You ain't gonna really give a fuck for real. But I had a chance to, you know about the Clinton crime laws and the mass incarceration.
Yep.
I got a chance to get raised by them old heads.
Okay.
The ones that were supposed to raise the next generation on the streets, but they got locked up.
Right.
So I got my chance to get raised by them, and I started understanding life, and I started understanding being in prison and ain't over for real.
That's
Because
right.
you still gotta tap into the people that's going home to your family. So I starting programs and that and shit. So
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
You started programs
So,
while you were in.
Yeah,
that's what got me home basically.
Yeah, so you were starting programs amongst a lot of guys in there, and they were changing, actually getting involved with the programs.
100% GED rate, even if they couldn't read when they came to me. 100% GED rate was getting dudes out of gang.
Yes.
And so that's the part that I wanted to speak on because a lot of people know that people go to prison and da-da-da-da, but it wasn't just the prison stint for you. It actually changed you for the better.
Fact.
It gave you a whole nother perspective. Some good, solid men was around you in prison, and they showed you some things. And when you come home, I see you now applying these things. So let's talk about the transition. Now you home. Now, how did you get home from a life sentence?
I got sentenced to 40. I beat the first-degree felony murder
Gotcha.
and got found guilty for second-degree felony murder.
Okay.
I sentenced to 40 off the break. And when I went in there, I got, stabbings and shit, ran the time up a little bit. But
So wait, back up. So you 15, because I know how it go, but we talk to these people now. Now you 15, you going in there. That's a whole nother level right away. You're in adult prison.
max
You're
2.
15, and you're on max.
Yeah.
So you're 15, you're in adult prison, but you're on max. So anybody know about the prison system? That's a different level of prison. When you're in a max, you're in real prison, right? You in there with lifers. You in there with a lot of stuff going on. So how did you do that type of bidding at that young age? Like, how did you prepare your mind mentally
that's
for that
coming from my family. Like, I already had uncles that been in my whole life, like uncles that did 42 years and all. So I knew what I was supposed to do, and I understood that I represented my family, my mother. Like, my last name means something, so I wasn't gonna never put no smear campaign on that. So I knew I had to hold it down. But being young also probably was like the bread and butter because you know, when you get locked up and you're older, you got things that you lost. You might have bought a house, a car, a wife.
Have family, kids.
You young, you don't
It's
got
you.
shit. Yeah,
It's just you, yeah.
Like you going in there like Moses.
Yeah,
Jackson,
it's you.
With shoes
Yeah,
on.
Right.
I got you.
So I was able to not be so attached to the streets that it fucked with me mentally. So I went in there me for real.
Mm-hmm.
Just I knew I wasn't gonna let nobody do. My mind was just not letting nobody do nothing.
Right, and
Right.
be safe. So,
right.
so fast forward. You released. So how do you get released from a 40-year prison
All
sentence?
right, basically all the programs I started. A female friend of mine put a letter together for the judge, and she got all like certificates, got a few COs to put some shit in there. When she was coming to see me, she was getting letters from them. So I called my mother one day, and she was like, "Yeah, get ready Monday, blah blah blah." So I'm like, "For what?" She like, "You got a court date." I'm like, "Shit, I'm thinking I got one." I'm like, "Oh,
You think
man,
it's ready to go
I'm
left,
about to
right?
go." So she like, "Nah, call your lawyer." So I ain't get a chance to call them. Monday, Friday, come they pack me up, send me down, they get me sent down waiting for. And I go in there, my lawyer like, "Slim, the judge loving you right now." So I'm like, "What's up?" She like, "She heard everything you doing in there." Like we started an op program. Niggas in there building Ferris wheels out of popsicle sticks, all kind
Yeah.
of shit. And,
Oh my God.
yeah, we supposed to got on WETA, but a lot of us had victim alert tags and shit.
Oh, okay. So they wouldn't let you on.
Yeah, because they said the victim family don't want to see us on the shit. So and the judge just was like, "Slim, I never seen this. Like, what you doing in there?"
He was making waves.
Yeah, so she was asking me basically what I want. I just asked her to run all my time together. Left me with 20. I had about 10 in at the time, so it pushed my parole date up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went up for parole, they gave me a 2-year hit because they wanted me to do like work release and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't want to just push me straight out in the streets.
Right.
So I got on work release. And I was working at college, just taking furniture to colleges and shit. That shit was crazy. Like,
But you did it though.
yeah, it was crazy just being in the world, just like seeing far. Like, you know, when you're in an institution so long, you just see walls. Like I seen like far
So
down
that's what I want to speak on. Fast forward. Now you did what, 12?
No, 13.
13. So you did the 13. So now you free, right?
Yeah.
So now you not 15 years old no more.
Facts.
And you coming into a whole new society
Facts.
because it's different in and out. So you not behind the wall. How do you quickly make that adjustment from that young? Because you done lost 13 years of your life at 15 years old. How do you make the transition mentally once you do come home? Because everything can move forward.
You gotta make it in there. See, that's the trick. Like I was paying attention to dudes who came back and dudes who didn't. And all the dudes that didn't come back started they shit while they was locked up. They started whatever they was gonna do. They stopped doing the things that they said they was gonna do. Instead of waiting to go home and trying to start and stop, everything hit you
Starting the
fast.
transition,
So
yeah.
now you started there and you come home and you just fall in line with your life because you was already doing it in there.
That makes sense. Speaking of that, shout out to Chris Hall, shout out to Stink, all the homies just coming home, transitioning. These are the partners that I think Chris did 20-something, 24, 26. These my guys, and the reason I shout them out is because they did what you said. Chris is doing movies and this and that. He came right home and he already had these products from writing in jail. He wrote books, this and that. So these people been doing this. My other partner got a magazine. Shout out Crush Magazine, Mark. Also out Connecticut.
I'm hip to that too.
That's the gang.
Yeah.
That's fam. So shout out to that movement over there. But these are the guys that I love because they are doing just what you say. So I gravitated to you right away when CJ told me your backstory. I was like, I gotta get this brother. We gotta sit and talk. So I love the transition. So now we out here, and now you making a name. How did you get into the rap game? And now you lighten it up though.
On fire.
First day out, like I left DOC, went straight to the studio. No stop. I ain't stopped nowhere.
Really?
Wait, hold up. That's what I heard in the interview. I got it. 15, did 13. So you was what,
28.
28?
Yeah.
You 28. I be horny at 52. I'm not that disciplined to do that much time and come on, go straight to the studio. How did your mind graduate from all the distractions? I don't want no woman right now. I don't want to go party right now. I ain't gonna pop no bottles right now. I'm going right to the studio.
That's just when you be tired, like just wanting more out of life. When you find that hunger and that passion and wanting more out of life, and I attach it to like finding hope, because being so young, we lose hope at an early age.
Yeah.
So when you can't hope, is you not thinking
That's
about tomorrow, you're not dreaming. So once you be able to tap into that hope, that's all that fueled me. So I couldn't wait to get in the studio. Like,
Yeah, so you was focused. You was laser sharp. So it's paying off, as everybody can see. You got in the studio. First song.
First song, when I got in there, my nieces was in there, and I was like, "What beat y'all want me to rap over?" They was like, "Ooh." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" That's the Young Ma song.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
I went
yeah.
over, I just did a
Ooh.
freestyle
That
over
don't
that
mean
beat.
too.
Yeah, I did a freestyle over that beat. We threw it up, and that joint went crazy.
So was it something you already had wrote, or was something off the top?
No, something all the top.
Just boom.
Yeah.
Hey, you crazy.
Okay,
with it.
well,
So go ahead.
I just want to throw in something really quick since you're doing all of that. You're going to do a little rap for me for Spotlight Over the City. Not today, but at some point, like something. Give me a freestyle at some point.
That's
So
cool.
you want him to do
Yeah, I
something?
want, yes,
include
I
Spotlight,
do.
like okay.
Yeah, like a little.
that'd be
something.
cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I had to ask him on
CJ,
set, so
make
he.
sure you-
Yeah, you know I'm gonna be on your line. I'm gonna be worrying about. So he remind me of Crook so much. Shout out to Crook too. That's my partner down there in the Petersburg area. 26 years in the pen. Come right home, get to the rap game, killing. Same story. So this is what I'm saying. Like these are older guys though. So this guy 37 years old now.
Yeah.
So he went in. He did 20-some years, but he was really young as well. So I watched him transition and you as well. So now, what's your next move? Now we making music. What's your goal? Like, what's the ultimate place you see yourself in the next 2 years?
I like connecting dots for real. So even though like I love the music, I love being in a position to see people win for real. So like until I get to a position where I actually could grab you and you won, that's when I'm gonna be good. Like it ain't even really goals. It's just like I want to see people win for real.
Want to
This
see
is crazy.
people win.
So he got a mentality.
Yeah.
I'm a 153. He got a mentality of an OG at a young age.
Yeah.
That's an OG talking at a young age. So you young boys can learn a lot from this guy right here. I mean, he talking big boy, and I know a lot of people don't recognize that, but I'm telling you as an old head, that's real big boy talk. You have to change your mind and change your situation. I say change your mind, change your grind. And so you did that in prison. You come right home, and now you killing it. You in the studio on a regular. When is the album dropping?
Well, I just dropped the album last month on the 21st called Bag Season 2. Jumped on crazy numbers. And,
Yeah.
Bag Season 2.
Yeah.
I'm like a mom, so I'm old, and I'm just like so proud. I really
super
am.
Proud. I'm super
You
proud.
know,
as
I
well.
really am.
Because I don't see this type of sharp transition much. Because it's tough, especially at a young age. So you mentioned off break that you was also working with CJ and y'all was feeding a lot of people and doing some
facts.
things in the community. Let's get over there on that a little bit because that's a very important part of this transition.
It's the, knowing with the pandemic going, even fuck the pandemic. Like our people been starving before this shit happened.
Oh,
Right.
of course.
So it's like, and one thing I always told myself in there, I ain't gonna be the Christmas or the Thanksgiving dude. I want to be the everyday dude. If I can't do it every day, at least every week. So I'm in a position where I could give out
back.
groceries every week, and we
Yes.
pulling up. And I know we pulling up, and we coming with good groceries. We ain't coming with that fucking hard ass
Yeah,
cheese and that
something they
powdered
want.
milk. Yeah.
You giving them what they
Good
want.
groceries.
Fact.
And so I love all of that. And again, my guy CJ Blair.
SOF.
Yes.
SOS, man.
Shout out
CJ,
SOS.
I'm so impressed with CJ. I remember when you first got over there, CJ, you say he got a couple of hundred kids and this and that. And I said, damn, a couple hundred kids. And then when I called CJ Black, he said, yeah, I got 800 kids. 800 kids. Then the next thing you know, Danny, 1,000 kids. So these are not kids. These are young men and women, young people, not kids. But these people out here, and he's making a difference. And this is one of the people that's under that program that's making a difference. And so you had the heart to come out and help people.
Yeah, that's how we got linked up. Cause basically I was mentoring already. So some of the some TMZ shit, and they pulled me on the live, and they was like, at the Media Prince, they pulled me on the live and was like, yeah, he do his thing, you do your thing, link up. So when I holler at CJ, he like, you pay for that shit out your pocket? I'm like, yeah. He like, nah, they pay for that for you to take care. Yeah, like, yeah, let's get it.
I love it. I love
So
it.
you in good hands. That's my Brody right there, man. I know he got your best interest, and I know you sharp enough to have your own anyway. And I can see you doing some amazing things in the future. So what's up next for Young E-Class? What you got going on? Where can they follow your music and the whole nine?
Everything, you could Google Young E-Class, every platform you on, no matter what it is, you type in Young E-Class.
It's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up.
Yep.
Like, yeah, facts.
It is.
And everything is next, man. I'm a workhorse, so I might tell you right now I'm chilling. Then tomorrow a song drop. Like I'm
That's
one of
it.
them, like just always be on lookout. I'm a workhorse.
He's definitely working hard, you guys, and I'm super impressed with you, bro. You just fire, man, all together. And I see you blinged up a little bit out there. There's a little tad bit. Show the
I
people.
I
Don't give him
play
too
all
much.
that.
Yeah, he ain't playing no games neither. Don't think that. So
You
yeah,
only could buy them bullshit crosses in there, so I came home, had to ice it out.
Right. That's right.
Hey,
That's
but you
right,
did
I
that,
love
man.
it.
And so before I go, I got two more questions. First of all, the name Young E-Class, where they come from?
E-class came from my man Rob while I was in there. He said, you part of extraordinary class of nigga. And young that's our, that's our lingo.
Mm-hmm.
So it
That's
ain't
what they
nothing.
say,
Yeah,
That's
young.
what we
so
say
it's
around
young
here.
You know, the
E-class.
kids,
Young
Sierra
E-Class.
Tyler
And
say they
so
young.
it's not the Benz that I was thinking. It's a whole nother situation.
Yeah,
It ain't the
facts.
E-Class.
I
Mercedes.
got
Okay.
bands too, but it ain't.
But-
It don't got
It's
nothing
not
to do.
But we,
connected.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't been home long though, but he grinding now. You can
Yeah.
you can get a Benz. You ain't
That's
got to
right.
whip it.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
you can just rap real good. And
That's
so
right.
thank you, man, for being a part of this platform. I really respect
Present.
that. And you guys in for a real treat. This brother Great going to do something live on the show. So we're gonna let him
Yeah,
rip.
y'all
Man.
stay
Make
hanging
sure you
on,
guys
'cause,
stay locked and loaded with that movement, because it is a movement, by the way, and he a real one in a real way. So make sure you follow that. We appreciate real music with real guys. Last question. I know I got to rap. Last question. You got an hour ride. You had in a great mood, right?
Yeah.
And you got 1 hour to listen to one artist. You can't switch it once you put them in there.
And,
Who
and
is
it
it?
can't be me, right?
Yeah, it can be you. For sure.
Yeah, I'm throwing that mob on
You
yeah.
listen to your
What,
own
Marvin?
stuff. Yes?
Yeah.
Hey,
'cause
hey.
I know it's true.
Yeah.
So the trueness in your music remind me a little bit of Lil Baby. It's not the same flow, but it's the same raw. Like it's a real flow in a real way. So I
Yeah.
respect that. Make sure you guys lock and load with Young E. Let's give it up.
Yes!
Young E class in the building, yes sir.
Yes.
Oh man, so hang out, y'all. We got
Y'all hang out.
we got a live performance right after this commercial break.
No, actually, we got Jeff Shelley.